with all the different things that you know, former player, former coach, use all the information. Is that like an expert illusion when you're gambling? Because you know the house always wins.
Yeah, 1,000%. I mean, you might know, if you don't know 100% of what's going to happen, you're not going to win. And you can never know. Even the coaches coaching that game don't know exactly what's going to happen.
They don't know.
They're game planning based on statistics, based on their own analysis. But at the end of the day, it's any given Sunday. As they say, anything can happen, right?
Anything can happen. A quarterback comes and he starts the game. And defense has practiced against this guy for the whole week. Then he hurts his ankle. And then the backup comes in. So you didn't practice for the backup. You practiced for the starter. But the starter is now injured. And now the backup is going up and down the field on you because you weren't ready for him. So many things can happen. Different things can happen to throw you off. You might think you're a professional gambler, but in reality, you're not.
But there are ways that you can kind of, tweak the system, not tweak the system, but understand, like, even in baseball, all you got to see is who's pitching. You got to figure out who's pitching, and like, if you watch the Jays' last run, we knew when we were going to lose. We're like, oh my God, he's pitching, we're done. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing like with the Leafs. If we see who's in net. We just got to look who's in net. In the playoffs, it's all about your goalie.
But do you really think it's that simple? Because, I mean, I understand that there's knowledge there, and we use the data and everything like that too, but if it was really that simple, why are all these gambling sites making all this money? You're seeing them sponsor all these teams because they do want to get the money from you because at the end of the day, they're still winning.
Because the people that are gambling are simple because they think they know. But in reality, they don't know. Because like he said, anything can happen. So they think they know. They carry that knowledge and they put their $50 or $75 or a 2-team parlay, 3-team parlay down, and then they lose. They say they had all the info. What happened?
So I would consider myself a civilian, even though I am an athlete. We got an athlete, another athlete, civilian.
Is that like tetherball?
That's tetherball. That is tetherball, right?
You were pretty mean in tetherball.
But from your standpoint, from your experience, who's the riskier gambler? Like, do you think based on the fact that because you're a former athlete, that's why you gamble or you have certain gambling knowledge?
I think so. I think that helps you understand when not to gamble too. Because it's like, there's times where it's like, it's raining, there's a downpour, and you got two throwing teams in a football game.
Right.
I might stay away from that game because I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So you have to have a kind of a level of discernment that lets you understand what may potentially occur in that game. You know what I mean?
And I'm sorry to cut you off, but discernment. Do you guys ever just feel like, okay, this is getting too much? What is your personal kind of, I wouldn't say mea culpa, but makes you say that I don't want to bet this? Like, from a standpoint where it's not about the risk, it's just about from a feeling or whatever.
When you don't have gas money.
Yeah.
Well, you see it says 0 in your account, you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm out.
In some instances, if you don't have the information, you just don't bet. Simple as that.
Do you guys find that, okay, we talked about all the apps on that. Do you find you use any of those things in the apps to help you monitor how you are spending?
Yeah, you could put limits at least on the online sites, you can put limits to how much you spend daily, right? So
I don't spend enough to do that.
Same here.
Or to care enough. You know what I mean?
So this is just from you guys, it's more of a standpoint of an entertainment kind of thing where
100%,
It's like going to a concert. Let's say we go to a Burna Boy concert. I don't know what's going to happen. He might perform for 15 minutes, but I just spent $250.
Gambling.
I'm gambling my money that he may entertain me.